of the cars that I've ever covered on Joyride, or have even ever seen, this 1960 Country Squire by Ford has to be one of my absolute favorites, if not my absolute favorite. First of all, it is my favorite class of classic car, and that is a Survivor. This car is an unrestored, low-mileage original. So sit back and enjoy the Joyride. You can go a little faster. Here's Tom, the owner, right now.
Hello.
So how many miles are on this car, Tom?
Let's see, 21,306. I've known the car since I was 16 years old. I worked at a gas station in Highland Village in St. Paul, Minnesota. It was a DX gas station, and the original owner, so this would have been in 1967. The original owner traded up there, bought his gas, and had the car serviced up there. And he would never let any of the young kids pull the car in the garage for service. It always had to be the owner of the station or the mechanic. But every time that car was up there for service, I fell in love with it. I wanted it ever since in 1967. And then they tore that station down, and then they moved, the fellow that had that station bought another station up in the village. And I'd walk by there almost every day with my dog, and I'd just yell out to him, "When are you going to sell me your station wagon?" And he says, I don't know. He says, "Not yet." So one day it was November, and walked by again, and I says, "Well, when are you going to sell me your station wagon?" He says, "Well, I'm seriously thinking about it," but he says, "I have to ask my kids if they want it first." And I thought, well, there goes that. I just didn't think that he called me back a half hour later, and he says, "Well, the car's yours if you want it." I couldn't get over there fast enough to get it.
Are you feeling the spirit? I know, I am. 1 year only body styling. That spectacular rear end, the front end, headlights in the grille, that sweeping side styling, the wood trim with the stripes, faux wood trim that is, of course. And I love that dual handle and that, well, Country Squire written out in your grandmother's handwriting. Look at the space aginess of this spectacular spellbinder. Yeah, again, that 1 year only bubbular rear window is too much. I love the gorgeous fins, and those taillights are just so sublime, aren't they? That little bit of fake wood trim there with the two backup lights. And yeah, look at the shape of that window. The shape of the whole roof line. A detail of the wood paneling. Now, he did say that had been redone. And boy, they sure did a beautiful job, didn't they? I know. Ooh, coming in. Oh yeah. All the way around to the front end, a little more detail there. Oh, look at the button caps with the yellow painted to match the body. I love the gun sight front fender ornaments. Oh yeah. Look at the sculpt on that hood, the sleek styling. This is Ford's most outer space age year. 1960, they really were going for it. I love that red, white, and blue, all-American Ford emblem right there. And again, savor the moments that you are in the realm of the reality of this front end. We're going in. I love the interior. Gorgeous door panels. The interior is what I call cocoa and cocoa frost. And whoa, okay, we're turning the corner there. It says power steering. Just as a gentle reminder, yeah, cocoa frost. Well, cocoa and cocoa frost. The instrument cluster. Very simple yet effective. I love the way it says Ford right there as a gentle reminder. So you never forget what you're driving. Gorgeous dash, and the whole interior is just, and it's a 9-passenger. I know, it's just this car, original upholstery in this condition. Are you kidding? And the back seat looks like it has never been sat on. It probably hasn't. Oh, the floor mats, the rubber floor mats, the headliner, those plastic bows, not a scratchy scratch on it. Oh, I was just having a moment here. Overwhelmed beyond belief. Wouldn't you be? I know. Yeah, there it is, saying awe.
I like this part where you have to.
That's some good Ford engineering for you. So you want to tell us about this engine?
Okay, it's the Ford 352, and I think the 352 came out in 1958 in the Thunderbird. And this is a 352 two-barrel. They offered it in the 4-barrel. They also had a mileage maker 6, they called it. And then they had the 292 Y-block. That was the standard V8. So this would have been an upgrade.
You want to tell us what this is right here?
Are you sure you want to? You sure you want me to tell you that, or do you want me to? Do you want you have your viewers guess what that is?
Guess what it is, you guys. Guess what this is. You're never going to guess a million years. Obviously, it is an aftermarket add-on. It is not a Ford product, but it is really a funny answer that you probably won't get. But why don't you guess what this is in the comments? You guess, you tell us. There's a little close-up of the front. If you want to see that, you can see that too. It's a little blurry. Sorry, the iPhone only goes so far. But anyway, yeah, there it is. So a bolt-on add-on accessory. What could it possibly be? This 1960 Country Squire by Ford is more than a mid-century modern masterpiece. It is a world-class national treasure of the absolute highest order. Where do we begin to behold the glory?